explorers. This is like our pre-Damon and Pythias mine vlog. We're just all chilling out here. Hopefully we're not going to die tomorrow, because this is usually like something you record before a horror movie where everyone disappears and you only find found footage, so then they have like this really happy get-together at the beginning.
Today we'll be exploring the Damon and Pythias mine up in the Skycomish area. The mine primarily produced gold, silver, lead, copper, and zinc in the early part of the 20th century. It was dug in the 1890s and worked through all the way to the 1960s. Alright, explorers. We're coming to you from the Damon and the Pythias mine. Aren't we, cousin? A lot of moisture in this one.
They did pretty good keeping the water out, man.
Yeah, I like that. It's a lot better than what we usually go through.
This line's clean. This is a good one.
They did a pretty professional dig on this one. Pretty used to the rail line taking out the water, so. This was definitely the right light for the job this time. How's your light up there?
You can't see shit because of all the smoke.
That's actually just water vapor.
There's water vapor or whatever. There's the light
moisture.
overhead.
Things don't always age well. Got tubing on the ground. Now, walk the track.
See, this is how I know I have good balance, but I have a hard time walking trusses because I'm just high in the air.
Yeah, it's the mental. We got a lot of wedged in eye loops there. I hang. Well, that's gonna be nice and wet. Yeah, these.
Here we go.
They're only water resistant. They're not.
Same line.
They're not waterproof. Yeah, they said there were there's a couple different Y sections. Now we could stick with the haulage main and do the two drifts after. How far does it go down there?
Very far.
I just pissed up the last ball, so like.
Touch it. Look it. Okay. Mark it.
Yeah, it's already marked. We know where we've been.
Looks like they just went right up into the stope. Right here. That's a stope.
This is gonna get screwed.
Ooh.
Dude, what's going on in the back there?
Looks like a stope. Whatever. Nice and nooky. Stope. Yeah, just a little one.
Mike!
What? 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 What?
Look, I found a glow stick wrapper. Jody was stored back here, and the miners needed to use these to illuminate the cave. We know their history.
You're starting to sound like Canadian Frank. Are you trying to go for Canadian Frank? Are you doing like a hybrid between Josh and Frank?
What's over there? Anything?
It's a stove.
So no.
There was something. It's no longer.
So we're not going that way.
This is where they chased the vein, and it went up there. Yeah, there's an awful lot of feet down here.
People definitely back here.
Here we go.
Mike, did you see the glow stick? It was dark down here. So that's what the miners used to illuminate the tunnel. Dude, you know our history. You know our history, Michael.
Coming up to another switch. Looks like we have a water tank, an air tank. Ooh. Got an ore chute. Some boxes.
It's too bad we can't climb up there, right?
You could.
I don't want to.
I should have brought my LMT and I could offer it to the mine. It could be like a unique item.
It's pretty solid.
No, see, Ben said you do that. The pumpkin man popped up. No, I don't want that.
It's pretty solid. But there's no manway left. There was a manway, I'm sure, at one point in time. So the stope is up there. It was a big one. And as they chipped it out, they throw it down into this bin. Right there's the knot. You see where the gate is, where they open and close the ore.
Oh shit!
Gate.
Look, explorers!
So they throw it up there and load up carts or what? Crush it. Carts would be right here. And then this is the haulage level. So this is where we pull the ore out. Or they did, I mean.
Oh shit! You probably can't get up there.
It's solid. I checked that.
Yeah, they're way heavy duty.
They're super heavy duty timbers. It's just that they took the ladder out.
Well, the ladder's right back there.
Yeah, that was their solution of taking the ladder out. They just knocked it down.
How far does it go that way?
It goes back a little ways. You guys can. There's that one around the corner that it goes by pretty far. If you go straight, it goes around. There's that scary door too, yeah, on the right. But
You'll see.
It keeps going about 3,000 feet. As you can see, there's going to be a lot of stuff I'm going to have to cut. A lot of N-bombs and F-bombs and H-bombs and whatever.
A lot of English you have to cut out.
Yep, there's a third one, 1041.
1041, sorry.
Whatever.
Dude, what I like seeing is brews that are relatively new back here. Like, I don't understand when they gated them.
How new do you figure? Oh, you mean the beer?
They're beer cans, man. I saw White Claws down the other hall too. Those are like new to market within the last like 3 years. Oh man,
They gated.
Dude, hazy little thing. That's a good one.
It was gated in 2016.
2016, yeah, that would make sense, I guess. That would be the last summer people were coming up here drinking and shit.
I don't know what this is. Graham found it fascinating as well. Apparently everybody else in the group found this to be fairly fascinating as well, and the only thing that we can figure it might be is a dust curtain or something they might have set up.
I imagine Clerk wants to fucking die about now. Hey, content. I fucking smashed my head unintentionally.
Okay, guys,
Pick up that can, citizen.
let's turn off all of our lights. We want to see pitch black.
It's just pitch black.
Yeah, but I want to see it.
Want to see the pitch
Okay.
blackness?
Lights off, Frosty.
Frosty's ruining it. Okay, are we dark enough for you now? Are you gonna try to touch my wiener?
It's pretty dark, but you know.
I wouldn't wear
Come
that.
over in front of me.
Red light master.
You
race.
asked so nicely.
All right, everyone, put on your red light filters.
I don't have one, but I got a strobe.
Film the dance party.
How far back do we go?
Like another 20 feet.
And then they faced it.
Alright, I'm gonna red light master bracelet.
There you go.
The track did run back this way.
Did you ever go see those lava caves in Oregon?
Not in Oregon.
There's some cool ones. And some dudes like ended up digging them out for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Like for no reason. And so it gets like really low, like two feet high or whatever, and you like crawl on your hands and knees and go back like another 150 feet. It's like, why did they even bother? Like, what were they planning on doing?
Here's your vein.
Yep.
Right there.
Yep.
Some quartz in that.
Kenneth from Connecticut. Kenneth.
Dated 14 something? I don't
I
know.
don't know.
It's all pretty hard to
Dude, look at
make
that.
out. Got any miners graffiti or is it just a rock hole? Drill hole. Core sample.
Yep.
Probably.
Yep. That's pretty cool.
I don't think they were going to blast that way. I think they were sampling the ore.
No, they probably weren't. They didn't go much further, so they're probably like, fuck it.
Well, this would also serve as a nice place to park in multiple cars past the bend.
Yeah.
And you just load them as you go. It's kind of a loading point for the trains.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice monster face.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's not too bad in here though. It's nicer than the usual mines. Makes me wonder why they even bother gating it. This one's really not that dangerous. It's not any more dangerous than the lava tubes, which have a lot of stuff you have to hike over. On the inside, a lot of different collapses you have to get over in them. Water. Small stope. Little mini ones. I'm going to readjust for a second. I need to put my hand thing on so I don't drop you people. That's probably a better way to go.
Yeah, I went that first way. I'm gonna fuck that this time.
Is it plugged? Is it plugged? No, no, not plugged. All right, we'll go down the other drift here. Laid tracks both directions, so looks like they were definitely getting a lot out of these drifts. I would have to figure.
D shed, D something, D something 12, 712.
Weird.
That's weird that there's so many ladders around here. Do you think we got up there?
Yeah, I think they have a couple big stopes above us.
There's ladders. That would make sense.
It's not a very big stope, though.
No, but I mean if they were starting one, you know what I mean?
But the fact they're laying track this way suggests that they found something that was pretty good. So we got piping here, air compressor line there, some kind of. That's newer. That's probably out of the 60s. They were when they came back.
Brought it in.
Spring.
Pouring through.
Echo.
Well, that's a good one.
Yeah, there's a couple. They got some sample. Look at that. Core samples. That's probably from the later workings.
It'll just never be as strong as
Pretty big.
You see, now I'm thinking of like just like a regular sized horse body with like tiny little fingers like scooting it along. There's nothing really down there.
It's a face, yeah.
Oh, you get the pull out there. There's horse finger pouring out there.
Switch track. Bypass probably. Kind of little bypass thing. It's a really big piece of wood. Wonder if that's part of one of the mine cars. Cart packages. Like the base. It's a pretty big timber. And that's it. We'll go back to the main drag. Main haulage tunnel and see what that spooky door is all about back at the compressor tank.
They're gonna start following that vein right there.
Yeah, face is right about here. Just around the corner. Nothing really special.
That's pretty cool. They were gonna go.
It's a big old timber piece.
They were gonna go, dude. That's where they were gonna go next. Their track goes right there.
I think this is part of a mine car. It might be, or just sometimes they build mine cars and that'll be like the base. And the
But yeah, so that's the tracks right there. And they were gonna
can't think of why else they'd have a big ass piece of wood like that. Yeah, I saw.
That's pretty cool. Start.
Unless it's their.
It's weird that they are switchback or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been their switchback.
There's something to put the mucker in, park it. That's it.
That's crazy. He would have break all this shit down and clear it out.
Back to the main drag. Well, it's an awful lot of track to lay down for only a couple of stopes. They must have really thought there was something good down there. Then later revealed there wasn't. Because the only real stopes that are dug out are right up here, and they're not very big. That's us. Yeah, you's me.
Me.
You're not you. You're your digital you.
Just a 6F.
Nice Morris ladder piece.
What?
Just the part of the ladder.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, they're just like, fuck these ladders, we're done. Mine shut down.
You're right. There's a lot of White Claw.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, so like a couple years ago, these were right here, right before they sealed the mine. People were still coming up in here.
It's a popular one. This one, people really like this one. And
It's a good one.
I mean,
neat.
it's pretty clean.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, they already went ahead. Listen.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
They're already up there. Yeah, there's their lights. Alright, I expect a little more water. Now these doors are usually to like control venting and such. That's usually why they do it. Dan has been here. 2013. Yeah, these are little ore stops or for venting. All sorts of reasons why they'd want to compartmentalize. Stinkier on this side. Old cable. Little timber over your head. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good, dude.
Pretty bright light. Which was the light I needed. Hanging something. Probably light. This would be related to the light too, I'm sure. Well, they were working it back as late as the 60s. They worked it as late as the 60s, which kind of surprises me that you don't see more. Well, I mean, that's a lot of...
There's a ton, Michael. They're everywhere. Everywhere.
So I guess maybe they did string. They had to have strung lights up at their.
Yeah, they strung it like every couple feet. One of the tunnels they were running overhead. A lot of them are on the sides. Just kind of dependent. Like look at that big guy. Big hook right above your head.
Yeah. Big old eye loop. Shaft's getting a bit more square.
Yeah. This must be what they reopened.
You think this would be further? This is probably further workings, yeah.
It looks better, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Less crude. Looks like we're coming to another Y.
Damn, dude, this thing's huge, Michael.
Rule the right hands. There's a face right there. So they stopped.
This one doesn't look like it goes. Oh,
It goes. Rule the right hand.
Yeah.
Right hand rule.
Yeah.
Take it. More White Claw.
Poor White Claw, man.
This is the White Claw mine. That's what we'll call it. Explorers.
Kirkland light here, dude.
Yummy. Thrifty, huh?
Thrifty, buying in bulk. 36 for the price of 30. What the fuck?
Old Milwaukee, oldest shit you can buy. Well, obviously they felt this area right above our head is a little unstable. Just a tad. Not unstable enough to run a set of timbers down to the floor.
Some of their tracks are like gone.
Yeah, well, that's later workings, and so what they do is they're probably taking out the straight ones and leaving anything that's bent that they can't really use. It's more than likely what they did. So that didn't go too far, but that's a nice piece of quartz in the ceiling.
Yep.
They must have went left.
Obviously, or they got 8. We're at the rocks.
Or we're ahead of everybody.
No, there were people ahead of us. We saw their lights.
Or maybe it was reflection from the White Claw can.
Maybe it was.
Maybe that echo was coming from the face.
I saw lights behind us, so.
Maybe the echo was coming from the at it and not the further ahead.
Yeah.
Working.
I saw lights behind us, so maybe.
No, they're ahead of us. They beat us to the left-hand drift. All right, we're back at the White Claw intersection. There's our way out right there. Here's the rest of our group already ahead of us. Hello, hello.
What's the brownie word?
Law. Don't need the law.
Unless you
Bring
just
the
fucking
claw.
Sup, YouTube?
Hey,
What's good?
we're good.
Hey, that's one interaction you won't have to bleep out.
No, I won't. Maybe after. Might have to bleep this out though. No, I probably leave it.
No, it doesn't matter. They know. Your audio's going in and out, so we got the top of losing stuff out and we need to know what.
Just taking a look at that. Fell out of the wall. Looking at that vein. Another big piece of timber. I really think that's to do with those mine car packages. Sometimes they would put their mine cars together, they just build them with the only real piece manufactured beforehand, like the wheels and the axles.
260.
260 meters, I think, or yards?
Yep.
Probably yards.
Yep, for sure.
That probably means they're getting close to their face. Right here, yeah. And the hairline all the way up to here. There's a plate. They seem to put plates at the end of every face. There's a piece
Cheese, man. Dude, what the? Look at how weird the cans have turned because of that rust water.
Yeah. Some interesting rainbow colors going on there. That's in Arizona. Did the same effect.
It's pretty cool.
Into the face. Well, we dumped it. That didn't take too long.
No.
Thanks for watching, guys. And a big thanks to all my friends who came along for this trip.